Hey, I know it's been a while, and I apologize to my 28 subscribers. Life has been really crazy as everyone is getting fired and departments no longer mean anything. I'm basically juggling three departments at this point, and everyone is terrified as the current job market is insane. I hope you're all doing well out there and that you are safe. The past few months have been crazy stressful, not just for me, but for most people. Hours are getting cut and workloads tripled and quadrupled. So, this Windows update thing just happened to me, which is crazy. I never thought that was even possible, but apparently, Windows Update, even if it's not scheduled, can just force a restart. I was in the middle of a rank match and it restarted twice to update while I was fighting in Marvel Rivals. It's crazy. So just a heads up and a warning out there, PSA, update your Windows if it's pending before you launch your game. That was shocking and astonishing, crazy stressful while you're in a rank match with limited free time. I reconnected as fast as I could. We were already winning, and I was there for the second match, but I got 0 points for all my trouble. Don't exactly have a lot of time to play, so this was a real bummer. That said, the Chrono Shield cards just drop. They are automatically used as long as you have them, so you can't choose which loss to shield. They are really not a big deal though. For lower ranks, you are teamed with just terrible teammates, and most of us who are busy are just there to basically get the skins, the one they give out at Gold 3. Most of these streamers are really overreacting. Yeah, I get it. For content, there's not a lot of drama for their Marvel Rivals channels these days. So I'm probably gonna get a bunch of hate again, but just spitting facts here. It doesn't affect these no-lifer streamers like Ninja, Boger, Flats. They can't understand that most of us just don't have the same time they do. Like Ninja was making fun of that one 9 to 5 guy who just got off an 11-hour shift and looking at his previous rank last season, looking at the others in his team, making fun of them. So, and that ninja guy is so boosted, so toxic. But his raging out, if you haven't seen compilations of those are fun though. I mean, like this guy's losing his mind for in rank and is doing it to himself, partly for content probably, but uh, it's just bad. The only reason he's up there is because he has all that free time to. He's basically brute forcing his way up the ranks, and he has friends to carry him. He still sucks though with all that free time. So, anyways, Boger was making the argument that it's a slippery slope. I disagree, and Boger fans, don't come at me. All the crazy messages I received from Pirate Software Glazers for what they considered as wrong thing. It was bizarre. It was really bizarre. There were some really really mentally ill people out there. That's partly why I haven't been posting. It just took the fun out of it. Oh, pro tip, don't leave your email address on your about page. That was just a bad idea. I read somewhere in case of copyright, and I was being proactive. But that was just that was stupid. Also, someone tried to send me like a fake email, a sponsorship with attachments or some nonsense. It's a file with a virus to get your password, basically. So, if you have what people consider wrong opinions, don't leave your email out there. It was silly though, like sponsorship opportunity. Are you crazy? I had 22 subscribers at that time. I was like, also, I don't delete any comments. That is YouTube doing that. It's the basic moderation. So imagine their comments must be very bad to disappear like that, for YouTube to automatically remove them. I receive complaints and hate about that. I do not delete any comments. Frankly, I haven't been able to get through all of them because the majority of them are very hateful. They really worship their streamers. It's really weird. It's the weirdest thing. This guy probably has no idea who you are, and you're calling me names and like. Anyways, back to Boger. And no, I don't hate Boger. I'm actually sub to him in flats. Anyways, he's wrong, as are the other out of touch streamers out there. So first of all, you don't get 8 of them right away. You get 4 if you complete like 3 matches. These are really clearly for beginners and people who just don't have the time, you know? You quickly use these up in the lower ranks, as you just get healers who dive for some reason. They play Mantis and they just dive. I don't get it. Or healers who can't look up. You know, if you're playing a flyer, or if you're play like a dive character, Hulk or Spider-Man, you know, they just can't look up and they can't heal you for some reason, you know, or tanks that just die over and over and over, DPS that can't aim. I was there season 0. I missed out on that Moon Knight gold skin because it was just that bad. It was such a struggle to, because everyone was just so bad, you know, and most of us did not have the time except for that last weekend to grind to gold. So most of these streamers got to the higher ranks their first week or 2. That was in December, and it was a crazy busy time. A lot of people also, you know, they got let go then too. So, you know, everything just piled up even more. And no, people are not trolling just because they have these chrono shields, because again, most of us just want to get the gold skin and be done with it. You know, we don't have any delusions of making it to celestial like the sweats. Do you remember that giant brain event thing? That was crazy. Some people had like, I don't know, 200k, I don't know how many points it was. It's like those people, they probably don't even take showers. It's crazy. The top 500, you can't even touch top 500. Anyways, knock on wood, but I have never played with a troll in the lower ranks ever. Sometimes they are just bad and they have their voice chat and chat disabled because it can get so toxic. People in bronze like to pretend that they're, you know, in Grandmaster or Celestial, and they call out your stats. It's crazy. Like, and it's usually the healers too. I don't know what it is. It's usually the healers. Usually the low-key healers, or I don't know, Jeff. Sometimes you do get good healers, but most of the times you're just looking to get carried to gold 3, which I understand. Oh, and you would have to be insane to enable voice chat in Marvel Rivals in the lower ranks. Absolute insanity, the chat. Some people just leave it on with their background noise and music. It's crazy. So most streamers, they're basically in the camp that these Chrono Shield cards will ruin the game. I think the developers just put these in for the majority of the casual players who just want the skin. You know, and if anything, this will help the game, as they can just get that out of the way and play rank whenever they have the time and feel like it without stressing about it. I heard like 50% of the player base has stopped playing the game. This was probably why they put these in. I'm going against the consensus here again, and I think these Chrono Shield cards will be good for the game for the lower ranks, and the player base will actually improve, because most of these players, they just want to get to gold 3 for the gold skin, and in this case, it's just not that deep, you know. This will not be a pay to win thing, and it won't affect the sweats in the higher rank. It's not a massive day for the unemployed, basically. Most players actually just play quick match and doom match for fun. I know a lot of people say that rank is just too stressful and they don't have the time to deal with the toxic players there. I've been there, and a lot of them take out their frustrations on their own team, especially in voice chat. Oh, and forget about using voice chat as a woman, a female. It's become so predictable, you know. Every single time there's a female, usually a cloak. They either simp or harass her. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time. See you again. Be safe out there.